Hello, my name is Bethel Rose, and this is my mock interview, video interview for College for America, the professional portfolio. The position I'm applying for is a project assistant. Assisting me is my mentor, Doreen Ward.
Hello, Bethel.
Hello, Doreen. Very nice to meet you.
Would you tell me where this project assistant position is?
It is at Wellesley Hospital at the Partners Healthcare Systems.
Okay. What do you see is the role of the project assistant?
The project assistant will manage the calendars. The project assistant will also take the lead for the project manager on any events that need to be planned, anything that needs to be done basically in the office.
Can you elaborate a little more on that for me, please?
That will be based on projects, improvement projects. It could be relationship projects within the partner system.
Okay. What skills do you have that you feel will make you a good fit for the position of project assistant?
I am very organized. I am very confident about my abilities to communicate with others. I do believe in being a team player. I also don't mind working independently. I feel that sometimes independent work as a project assistant would be best. I have very good oral skills or communication skills, and written skills are also very good.
So tell me about an experience you had that made you uncomfortable, and how did you handle that experience?
As an executive assistant to the chief of the cancer center, I interact with a lot of high-level physicians. I had an experience with a senior staff physician where he felt I was not addressing the situation in a timely manner. So I had to take my time and explain as well as possible without sounding condescending or feeling like he was being rushed, but explaining that it takes time. The chief is not available when you're available at this week or at this particular time, and I worked with him personally, went to his office and found time on his calendar where he could meet with the chief. It was definitely a bit uncomfortable. He didn't see me as a valued member of the staff, but as an executive assistant, it is my job to make sure the chief's calendar is accurate and that people are able to get onto his calendar.
Okay. And what was, in that experience, what was it exactly that made you uncomfortable?
The tone of the physician, I really did find it a bit condescending, and again, he just felt, even as an executive assistant, that I didn't matter. My opinion didn't matter, and that I couldn't be accurate about the chief's calendar, that I was trying to put him off, and I wasn't.
Okay. What do you see as your biggest weakness?
Honestly, my biggest weakness can be patience. There are times when I am not patient enough to read through an entire email to make sure that things are done appropriately or using the right steps. I know this, so I'm actually addressing that now. I also lose patience with people when they repeat themselves over and over again. Generally, I can be a little short.
Okay. And what do you consider to be your strengths?
My strength would be my confidence. I really do take the time and the effort to research anything that is given to me and to assess what needs to be done in a very timely fashion that suits everyone. Again, be it the chief or a junior staff member, it doesn't matter. I really do take the time out to make sure that I have the most information ready, the information that I believe people are going to ask me for. That would be the best. My confidence in the ability to get things done would be my best strength.
Okay.
And may I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you looking for in your project assistant?
I'm going to defer that question to later in the interview.
Okay.
And I will happily answer that. I do have a couple of more questions for you before I answer that question, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Given the opportunity to take on a new project, what are your initial steps?
To research what the project actually will entail. Scheduling, time management, who's most important to be in the meeting or to be involved in the project. I have no problems with going to someone's office personally to find or to speak with their assistants or email their assistants to find what is the best time, again, for said people to meet at the same time. That would be my first few steps to do.
And what do you think is the most important step to do?
The most important step to do is to actually read what the project entails so that I am starting off correctly.
Okay, thank you. Tell me of a situation you consider to be one of your successes in your current work environment, and why do you consider it to be a success?
When I first started working as an executive assistant, I literally in 1 week was given the role of annual reviews. We had, at the time, 95 physicians that needed to have their annual reviews done with the chief. It was in a very short period of time, maybe 6 weeks, and I was actually able to schedule every review within that 6-week period. It took a lot of work, it took a lot of time, but I was able to get that done.
Okay. And to address your question about what I'm looking for in a project assistant is somebody who can take on the task and do it with limited direction, understanding what the needs of the project are and being able to take that information and run with it. I would expect the project assistant would defer to me only for those things that they could not possibly get answers to. It's my expectation that a project assistant already knows what the needs are of the project. I've given them direction. I've given written information. They know who our clients or our audience is, and I expect that that person will be able to step in and comfortably move forward.
Okay. I do believe that I can do that. I've definitely learned how to do those things as an executive assistant with the annual reviews, something that I had to do within a week. I also have event planning that tends to happen at any time during the year. I am definitely self-directed. I have to be in the current position that I have. So with learning, again, to have some patience and with my own confidence, I believe that I could be a very good project assistant for you.
So one last question.
Yes.
When you find yourself losing patience, how do you get yourself into the right space and frame of mind to be effective?
I'll actually step away for a moment to gather myself. I think that's the best thing for me, instead of being very reactionary, which is always, it never solves anything. So I think stepping away for a moment to gather myself and to get my thoughts and wits about me is the best way to handle that. Then I walk back and jump in full throttle.
Do you have any additional questions for me?
No, I really think that I've gotten enough information, and I really hope you are able to review my resume and consider me for the job.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Ward.
That concludes our telephone interview.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ward. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.